Question 37. This is from Arithmetic Progression. We'll quickly read through what is given because we can't skip this information. This is vital. The school auditorium was to be constructed to accommodate 1,500 people. Chairs are to be placed in concentric circular arrangements in such a way that each succeeding circular row has 10 seats more than the previous one. So obviously, the first one had 5, next one will be 15, 25, so on and so forth. So we know we are talking about an arithmetic progression. Let's check out whether the first one is 5 or is it a different number. So this is how the circular arrangement is going to be. If the first row, the questions start here. So we'll start with the first question. Go to the slide where the first row is, first information is. If the first circular row has 30 seats, so it's an arithmetic progression where the first term A is equal to 30. How many seats will be there in the 10th row? We know it increases at the rate of 10 seats per row, which means the common difference is equal to a 10. We need to find out the number of seats in the 10th row, which is A10. A10 is equal to A plus 10 minus 1 times the common difference. What is A? A is equal to 30. 10 minus 1 is a 9 and the common difference is equal to 10. 90 plus 30 is equal to 120. The 10th row will have 120 seats. Move on to part 2. For 1,500 seats in the auditorium, how many rows need to be there is what the question is. So sum of the seats Sn is equal to 1,500. We need to find out the number of rows essentially, which is equal to n by 2 into 2a, which is, we'll fill in the value of a as 30 later, plus n minus 1 times the common difference, which is equal to a 10. Cross multiply right away. So this is equal to 3000 is equal to n into 2 into 30 because the first row has got 30 plus n minus 1 times the common difference, which is equal to a 10. 3000 is equal to, we have a n into 60 plus 10n minus 10. So this is 50n plus 10n square, 10n square plus 50n on the right hand side, 10n square plus 50n, take this 3000 to the other side, minus 3000 is equal to 0. Divide the entire equation by a 10, we'll have n square plus 5n minus 300 is equal to 0. Sum is 5, product is minus 300, 20 into 15 is equal to 300. So this will essentially factorize as n plus 20 into n minus 15 is equal to 0. So n is either n is equal to minus 20 or n is equal to 15. Number of rows cannot be negative, so n is equal to 15. So total number of rows is 15. To have 1,500 seats, how many rows do you need? You need 15 rows in this auditorium. Part 2 had an internal choice, so we'll quickly do that. If 1500 seats are to be arranged in the circular row, how many seats are still left to be put after the 10th row? So what we need to find out is the sum of seats that we have got till the 10th row. So let's say that works out to 500 in number. Then we'll say after the 10th row, you need 1000 more seats to be put. That's what they're essentially asking. 1500 seats are to be arranged. How many seats are left after you have finished the 10th row? So find out the sum, not just the number of seats in the 10th row. Find out the sum of seats up to the 10th row. S10 is equal to 10 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1, which is 10 minus 1 into the common difference. This is 5, 10 by 2 is a 5, 2 into 30 plus 9 times the common difference, which is equal to a 10. 60 plus 90 is equal to 150. 5 times 150 is equal to 750. So by the time you're done with the 10th row, we have essentially filled 750 seats. So how many more seats are required? You need 1500 minus 750 more, which is minus 750, which is 750 more seats have to be filled after the 10th row is done. Look at part 3 to this. If there were 17 rows in the auditorium, how many seats will be there in the middle row? So row number 1, row number 17. What is the middle row? Just add these two numbers and divide it by 2. 1 plus 17 by 2, which is 18 by 2. The middle row is the 9th row. They're asking how many seats will be there in the 9th row. So essentially we'll have to find out A9, which is equal to A plus 9 minus 1 times the common difference. A is equal to 30 plus 9 minus 1 is 8 into the common difference, which is equal to 10. There will be 110 rows in the middle row. The middle row happens to be the 9th row. Before you leave, I want you to do two things. One, sign up at online.maxtute.com to get started with CBSE Class 10 Math online tuitions. It takes all of 5 minutes and less than 3 steps to get started. So get it done today. And second thing, I want you to subscribe to this channel if you already haven't and turn on notifications so that you get notified every time a new video is uploaded. And also spread the word about this channel to your friends and classmates.